All right, Jack and fans, man, this is an elite get for Georgia Tech, bro. I was talking to Jack for a while now. I know Tech was obviously very high for him. The key thing for his recruitment was which school will let him play both. Where can he be, obviously, on the mound or on the diamond and also on the gridiron, right? And obviously, Georgia Tech's going to give him the opportunity to do that. Another note I want to talk about with this recruitment is it's the second tight end that Georgia Tech's landed out of Marist. Remember, the first one was Luke Harper in the 2024 class. He's expected to have a big year this year, I think, for Georgia Tech. In terms of numbers, we'll see obviously what happens, but he's supposed to have a bigger role for Georgia Tech moving forward. He showed some flashes and some splashes past season for Georgia Tech. I expect him to take a big step forward. Now, for Richardson, what does he bring to the table? I talked to him, I think elite ball skills, right? Already very fundamentally sound. Whenever you watch the Marist program here in Georgia, you know that this team is one, a contender, as always, in the GHSA, always a contender to win a state championship. This past year, lost to North Oconee. Obviously, a phenomenal game between both of them, but ended up North Oconee winning. But he can block, he can release, he knows how to find the grooves and everything in the zone. And he also catches the ball really well, as I said. So it's a guy that can do a little bit of everything. He's also a really good edge rusher, as I alluded to in the article. And this is the article, obviously, I am alluding to, right? Which, has quotes, has a breakdown, also has a breakdown of him, obviously, on the diamond as well, man. So, Georgia Tech had a big season. They obviously named Jack Ramsey as their new baseball coach. And obviously, Richerson is a top-end recruit on the baseball ranks as well. So they should be right back in the fold. Team that ended up winning the ACC during the regular season. Georgia Tech should be good again when it comes to the ACC in terms of baseball. And like I said, on the football, you get really quality depth here. I was kind of curious to see what they would do at the tight end spot. Obviously, you have Richerson. The interesting thing going forward, what would they do with Nathan Agamiyang, right? Will he still be a target for Georgia Tech? Because they're already at 16. They may take 5 or 6 more, but it's starting to kind of dwindle down a little bit, obviously, for the Yellow Jackets, man, to say the least. But nonetheless, man, this is a really good get. A guy I think that can develop. He could be a contributor. He can come in and obviously, be a blocking tight end. And then in those situations when those deep balls are not there for Philo in the future, you got a guy you can dump the ball to. He can get 5 to 7 to 10 plus yards. And a guy that is physical, guy that's good with yak yardage after the catch. Do a little bit of everything, man. So a very elite get, to say the least, in my opinion, when you look at Jack Richerson. So yeah, y'all, it's been hot. It's been hot for Georgia Tech. I haven't even been able to respond and react to all the commitments because it's been all over the place. You had Kentrell, you had another guy commit today, obviously Jack Richerson. So it's been tough to react to all of these. But I got y'all, man. I'm gonna go through. We're gonna do deep dives. We're gonna, obviously look at the tapes, all that good stuff. But this is a really underrated get for Georgia Tech. I think he's gonna bring a lot to the table. And he's gonna be able to help them out a lot offensively, and I think he's gonna help them in both spots. And the kid's smart. Kid has a 4.0 GPA as a dual sport athlete. That says a lot, obviously, about his how his parents trained him, obviously how his parents brought him up to be able to do that and still excel in both sports and still be a superior athlete. Definitely says a lot, man. So an elite get for Georgia Tech, but underrated with the 3-star. But Tech know what they're doing.